Scholarship. Nope, I'm not talking about funds for school, although that is not a bad idea. That is something you should definitely be pursuing if you are either in school or thinking about going to school. Scholarships is the way to go. Per my good friend Google, scholarship is someone who uses intellectual and academic pursuits to set them apart from others when applying for their specific area of expertise. I'm going to hit you with 4 qualities that I think, in the studies that I've been reading, that qualify you as a person of scholarship. Stay tuned. Point 1 is unselfish character. You are value-centered and other-oriented. What I mean by that? Well, basically, you value other people's opinions, their personalities, their differences, and that you can actually display empathy towards them as well. Another characteristic is you can thoughtfully articulate your personal goals and values that can then provide a sense of purpose and direction. But to me, the most important aspect of unselfish character, y'all, to me, is demonstrating a clear commitment to those that are around you and the world to enrich the lives of others. Unselfish character. Point 2 is leadership. Now, y'all know leadership is something that not everyone is gifted with, or not everyone can learn or even choose to learn. Leadership is being knowledgeable about social challenges and being able to meaningfully contribute to seeking their solutions. Producing original responses and solutions to challenges while acknowledging and supporting diverse perspectives. One of the characteristics of leadership to me as well is being able to listen to what others have to say, and understanding that everyone has a diverse perspective. So what you are doing is producing original responses to these solutions, but then you're also listening to what your counterparts or the people that you are leading, and acknowledging and supporting their diverse perspectives on said situations. And then be flexible. As a leader, you have to learn how to pivot and change directions on the whim. When you're flexible, it gives you the opportunity to then be creative. So if you have a crazy situation and you want to figure out a way or a solution to solve that problem, think outside of the box. Don't be so stagnant and thinking of the status quo of what the typical person would do in this situation. Think of something that might be a little bit out of the box, and get your team members to rally around you to then get a group consensus so that the solution can then be presented. Then, might I add, you have leading with clarity and sophistication with your communication skills, because you can have the most grandiose, the most bright ideas, the actual ideas that might set the course of action for whatever that new thing that you're wanting to do into a positive direction. However, if you cannot communicate that in a positive way, in a way that is easily understood, in a respectful manner, all of your grandiose and great ideas will fall to the wayside, and whatever that problem is will not actually get solved, only because you cannot provide that simple communication skill to your team members or the people who you are in charge of leading, and get them to understand why it is important for this solution to solve this problem. Leadership. If you want to see me get ready for my first nursing school clinical, check it out. I will put it in the cards right here. Point 3 is intellectual and personal vigor. Y'all, this actually might be one of my favorite ones. I think because it shows how much strength one has, especially in the face of battle, in the face of being in the trenches, if you will. I've known a lot about being in the trenches, y'all. I ain't trying to go back, okay? Not trying to go back to the trenches. But what I mean by this is confronting uncomfortable situations and challenges with determination and ingenuity. Vigor. You gotta figure out clever ways to achieve your goals. You have to be determined. You have to always put your best foot forward, like I said, even in the face of uncertain challenges, which of course will lead you to being resilient. You can bounce back. I did that wrong. Is it bounce back like this? Is it bounce back this way? Is it bounce back? I don't know. But you can bounce back, son. Bounce, 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 bounce. See, I can actually dance, y'all, but I think being on camera makes me feel like I can't dance, and so it comes off kind of weird, but that's okay. I'm Awkward Black Girl 2.0, okay? You have to have strong work ethic and commitment. I always say commitment to coworkers and commitment to yourself. Don't leave your people hanging. Don't do it. Don't do it. Where your strong work ethic and commitment at? Where that? Okay. That's something that we really need to hone in on. You cannot expect to get far in life without having a work ethic, whether you are working a 9-to-5 or you are being a little solopreneur somewhere. A nursepreneur is what they call it for the nurses. Okay. Not there yet, but Godspeed. God willing. Ha ha. That's slow. Commitment to excellence. I always say achieve for excellence. Do not achieve or strive for perfection, because no one is perfect. You can be perfect in your mind, and then when something fails, that is something that is outside of your purview, outside of your power, or is an external force that will knock you off your game. Now you've got it in your mind that you're supposed to be perfect and nothing else can happen. It's going to work out this way because you said so. No, you got to figure out a way to bounce back. You have to be committed to not only yourself, committed to the work that you're doing, and committed to the people around you. You gotta be able to be resilient. Here's that word again. Be resilient. Bounce back. I did that backwards. I did it again. It's okay. Or just keep going. Yeah, so commitment to excellence. Always try to excel and exceed, but never try to be perfect, because God's the only one that's perfect. And baby, I'm gonna break it to you. You ain't God. And last bit of information I will leave you with is, are you in it for the money? No, for real. Like, are you in nursing for the money? Because if you are, you will be tested, and you will think, this money ain't moneying. The math ain't mathing. Is what the kids say. The math ain't mathing, right? And then that desire for being a nurse is going to, because of the money, that's the reason why you're doing it, is going to start to decrease as you get more issues on the unit. So maybe it's short staffing. I could probably bet every little piece of 10 cents that's in my wallet that the short staffing will occur where you are. So your desire of becoming a nurse, because the only reason why you wanted to do it was because of the money, is going to start decreasing, while all these other expectations and things are going to start to increase, and it's going to be not, level. It won't balance out. There's not going to be a tug and a pull like this. No, or it won't just be stagnant and next to each other. No, you're going to have all these external forces and outside things coming at you, and you're going to say, well, dang, I really don't want to do this. This is not what I signed up for. If you're in it for the money, don't become a nurse. I'm going to go ahead and let you know now. Just don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't put yourself through, 4 years of school, 2 years of big nursing school, clinical rotation, tests, and this and that, and the boards, and all of these things. Don't put yourself through that if you are only doing it for the money. Now, we'll say, y'all, it's money out there to be had. It's out there. You just have to figure out a way to have that money come to you, to receive it. You can do a heck of a lot with a nursing license. I'm letting you know now, there's a tons of jobs, and it's not just bedside jobs. You can do a heck of a lot with your nursing license. And maybe you only need to use your license in a bedside setting, in a hospital setting, for a couple years, and then move on to something that you truly want to do. Maybe it's legal nursing. Maybe it's something you want to do with aesthetics, with the Botox fillers and injections and all those types of things. So many different avenues you can take, but don't do it just for the money, because you're going to get tired. And then what other aspects of that environment bring you joy? Is it the patients? Is it the population? Are you working with babies in the NICU and you love seeing them get off the ventilator, become extubated? Are you working in L&D and you love being able to help bring life into the world? Are you working in geriatrics and those sweet little old people always tugging at your cheeks and giving you sweet hugs and telling you how appreciative they are of you? Do you like working in ortho, where you get to go to the OR and hear bones crack because you like the way it sounds? Not me. What some people do. You know, so figure out a way that, figure out what brings you joy in that environment. And how will you continue your education and learning? Now, I'm not saying you have to go back to school to get your master's, your doctorates, your PhD, not at all. You can get certified in lactation. You can breastfeeding and lactation. You can get certified in med-surg. You can get certified in the ED and ICU and cardiac and all these different aspects. You don't have to go back to school, but what you need to do is continue your education, because nursing is a cyclical, I'm gonna get this right. Nursing is a cyclical job, and things change on the day to day. You don't want to be stuck thinking of the ways that it used to be 3, 4, 5 years ago, when there's constant research being done every single year, every single day, I'm sure. And you're basing your practices and things like that based on non-evidence based research. I want to make sure you stay up to date on things. Try to join an organization or two. Whether it's ANPD, National Black Nurses Association, A1, all these different organizations that you can join to stay up to date on all the most recent evidence-based practices and information. So, I say continue to learn. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but I just want you to realize that nursing is not something you just do just to do or do just to make money. You need to be in it for the long haul. And if you want to be supportive of my Nursing Scholarship Foundation, the Indigo Foundation, please visit www.frn.org. We provide scholarships for those who want to go to nursing school to young Black women in the state of Georgia. So go over there and check it out. I also have a couple PDFs that are downloadable on the website as well. If you want to be a nurse and thinking about it and trying to figure out what the expectations are, or if you're new to the profession, this would be great tools for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, but I will see you in this video next.